Welcome back to DFYFB. I'm Danny.
I'm Zach.
And today we're going to do a quick recap since we're back from our long hiatus.
I'd love to say that it was more than just, or we were doing something more interesting than what normally happens when somebody says that. And it's literally, it was just work. That's what I feel like I've been doing these past 2 months or so.
Yeah, just scheduling nightmare, trying to get in and get things recorded.
And you've had a pretty productive little time off.
Yeah, a little bit here and there. Just we found a dog running around, and so now she's we're fostering her through the OKhumane foster program, and so she's up for adoption now. Don't know if she'll still be available by the time we air the video, but
we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. At the very least, this is always just a little animal kingdom here, where you have furry friends all over that need attention and love. So yeah, definitely, that's such an awesome thing that you do, giving these little fur babies a second chance. Hopefully, they find the perfect little home for them. So.
Not these ones. These ones belong to me. But you know. Other than that, spring is here. Freaking finally. I'm so excited. The weather is finally caught up with the calendar dates.
Yeah.
I've been working on some gardening stuff. I think you said Becky's been working on some gardening stuff at your house too.
She's going all out. I mean, I'm constantly, and we love to have things shipped to us because we're lazy. Because we could go to a flower shop or maybe even a Home Depot and pick up a lot of stuff we need. But she's just been ordering it, so it feels like it's coming by the truckload. All these new flowers and plants and bushes
boxes
and stuff.
And boxes.
And it needed a refresh. Like, we ripped everything up, and we had that lining that deteriorates to the point that when you have to rip it up, it's pretty gross.
Awful, yeah.
So she's been doing really well with that.
Yeah, I started a 4x4 raised bed garden, which I think is just going to be easy. I kind of have a smaller backyard, so there's not terribly much space to play with, and this kind of gives me a way to designate a space that used to be where some bricks were laid for the patio. Pulled those up and kind of stacked them so I could make the bed a little higher even.
Okay.
But then it's like a corner of the yard though it's not really a good place for patio furniture. It's kind of near the gate, so it's going to be a good kind of thing to see from a few feet away at the patio furniture. And hopefully by the end of the summer and stuff, I can get it built up into a full-blown butterfly garden. Gonna have like a butterfly bush and milkweed and dill and just a bunch of flowering stuff to bring in the butterflies and the bees and maybe some hummingbirds.
That's cool.
Yeah. Because I still have my hibiscus plant from last year. I don't know if it's alive because it's in a pot, but I did not bring it in any capacity over the winter. But it's not one of the full tropical ones. It's one of the ones that has like the huge flower faces on it instead of the smaller ones. So
okay.
I'm not sure if it's still alive or not right now. So I'm hoping once it starts getting warmer and stuff, maybe we'll start shooting up again.
Yeah. No. Well. Yeah. Who knows? And that's the thing. I have no green thumb. I don't particularly like to be out there doing that sort of thing. So, I mean, I'm glad she's doing it.
Yeah.
Because once it pays, like once everything starts to bloom, it'll be like a real payoff moment for her.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a good
That's
thing.
really the best part is when everything is like bloomed up in the summer and it just looks full and everything. Like I actually got started too early on my raised bed, so I started at like the beginning of April when we had a couple of those warm days here and there, and it looked like it was gonna make it, but then we had that snow all of a sudden on a Saturday. So I had some marigolds that I had planted in like a little V shape and some cilantro and dill that was springing up, and it just murdered everything.
And it's funny, for those that don't live in Oklahoma or really know how our weather works here in the Midwest, Will Rogers had an amazing quote that's literally, if you don't like the weather in Oklahoma, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Because
just
it changes. It could change it on a dime. Like you could have 80-degree weather, and then the next day it's 37.
Right. I mean, that's pretty much exactly what happened a couple weeks ago. Yeah. It snowed in the morning, like big fluffy snow, like Christmas snow. And then by the afternoon, it was like 50 degrees. And the wind was still cold as all hell.
Sure.
But it was actually getting kind of warmish
out. Yeah. And we're so used to that here. If you like temperate weather, this isn't the place for you. If you really just want to see every potential scenario with the weather, Oklahoma's your place.
It's true. You can see every kind of scenario, and yet the people still don't know how to drive in anything other than clear sky weather. So this is what we live with, I guess.
Yeah, it is interesting. Well, I mean, besides that, I know did you work the medieval fair this year here?
Yeah, I definitely worked at the medieval fair. I only spent 1 2-hour shift in my mermaid tail though, because like I said, that was also the weekend that it snowed on Saturday morning, and it was just cold and rainy and miserable. It was pretty wasn't a good year for it. It was not a good year. I didn't even really make it around to any of the vendors. I usually get like a hand fan or 5. But I didn't even get anything this year. We were hunkered down in the tents and doing the best we could do.
Yeah, no doubt. I remember the day. It was pretty miserable at work. So you also had a vow renewal service?
Yeah. So last year, Cameron and I, when we bought our house, because it's a VA loan, in order to include both of our incomes on the application, we had to be actually officially married. So we ended up having like a tiny ceremony, signing the papers, so that we could make it official enough to get our house. And then this past St. Patrick's Day, we actually had the big hoop-de-doo and rented a space at the Myriad Gardens, and I got to wear my wedding dress, which was awesome because I fit into it again. I was so excited about that. And it was just it was nice. It was kind of a crazy town. We were kind of flying by the ass of our pants.
Yeah. Well, you were also competing with all the St. Patty's Day, because we have a parade around there too. So.
I really didn't think about all that hoopla being so bad, and the construction downtown at the same time.
But it was really pretty. It was good to see both of you guys looking all dapper and beautiful. And
except for Cameron. Poor Cameron. He decided, because his best man, who is his best friend, he's known since he was a kid, lives in New York. So he kind of had a limited time frame to come down here and be part of the whole hoopty. So they actually ended up going out for the bachelor-esque stuff on Friday night, and then our ceremony was Saturday morning, and he was not doing great. He was hungover as all hell.
As one probably would be. And our friend Jamie got to officiate, so that was neat.
He officiated for us again. Because it was so great. It was a lot of fun. He performed a dudist ceremony and threw in some fun, quirky stuff, like a Dr. Seuss style vow kind of thing. And it was nice and fun, and it was great that we got to do like the official thing.
You want to explain what the dudist is?
Yeah, so if anyone has seen the movie The Big Lebowski, the main character, he's become known as the Dude, and some people got a hold of the idea and turned it into kind of a religion, sort of like the atheists with their flying spaghetti monster. So it's all about like being chill, man, and like going with the flow and all that stuff. So a Dudist priest will dress in a typical dude attire that he wore the whole movie, which is a bathrobe and a t-shirt, cargo shorts, and flip-flops. So it's kind of amusing if you have some more uptight family members that are very confused by the prospect, but we're not terribly religious one way or another, so it was kind of perfect for us, and it amused us. So
well, it's about you guys anyway.
Yeah, that was the point. Like, we were amused, and that's all we cared about. So
I'd like to be able to say that I have something interesting to report, like I was doing this or that. But no, pretty much just
Well,
work.
You've gotten kind of back into your swing, working out again and stuff, right? Back
No.
No?
My schedule is so
work.
jacked that like I'll get cardio done, but as far as like any sort of like, or dieting for that matter, yeah, no, just throw it out the window
Ain't got
until
the
things
time
get
for
better.
that. Ain't nobody got time.
Things will get better, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll work on it. So that's basically it.
Yeah, that's our recap, and
Which is-
we're gonna hope to get back to regularly scheduled programming.
Absolutely. And, you know, again, we're always looking for topics, so, you know, definitely comment below if you want to see us to react to something, or to talk about it, or to share our opinion.
Yep. Yeah,
So.
we're down for it. All right, well, I guess that's all for today.
Yeah.
I'm Danny.
I'm Zach.
And this is Don't Forget Your Friendship Bracelet. Make sure that you like the video, subscribe, and hit that bell so you get the reminders when we post our new videos. And we'll catch you next time.